Hey guys, this is Savannah from earthandwater.co. We are on a journey to explore all of the chakras. This is the 4th podcast episode on the chakras in general, but it is the 3rd podcast episode on the 3rd chakra is what I mean. The Solar Plexus Chakra, which my Capricorn heart, I'm not a Capricorn. I have a lot of Capricorn in my chart. I'm a Taurus, but lots of Capricorn, which means I'm always looking for the grind, and the success stuff and the hustle stuff. And this is the chakra that goes with that, which makes it my favorite in a probably not so healthy type of way. So if you're just now popping in with us, I highly, highly, highly recommend going back a few episodes and starting with the What is a Chakra episode, and then moving on from there to the root chakra and then the sacral, because I highly recommend working on your chakras in order, because the energy flows from the earth up, and if your root chakra, if your first chakra is blocked, then that's going to stagnate the energy into your sacral, which is going to compromise all the chakras moving forward from there. And you're not going to get an accurate reading per se, because the chakras beside a inactive chakra can overcompensate. So if your sacral chakra is completely blocked off, your solar plexus may be hugely overreactive. And that's a thing. That's a common thing, actually. So I highly recommend starting with the root, the bottom, the base, and getting your solid foundation on which to build upon good first before you start moving on to this rest of the stuff. Because, it's the Maslow's pyramid, the hierarchy of needs. If you don't have your basic needs met, you can't get to that self-actualization and fun stuff, right? Because you're too busy trying to survive. So base chakras first. This is the solar plexus that we're going to talk about. Its Sanskrit name is Manipura, which is a lot easier to say than some of the other ones, which means lustrous gem. Its location is the upper abdomen, so just above the belly button, and its color is yellow, like the sun. Its element's fire. Did we cover the element for the sacral? I don't think we did. We might have in passing, but its element's water, and that's kind of important, I guess. Anyway, sorry that I missed that in the last episode, but we're covering it now. We'll get everything in there. We'll get all the knowledge in there. Just keep listening. Anyway, let this be a lesson on perfectionism and how good enough is good enough. You just got to keep showing up. That's literally all that matters. Somebody's going to like you for you. Anyway. So aside from being work-related, essentially, and career-related, this chakra also dominates our area of self-esteem and confidence, which, a lot of us deal with. And just with that being said, you may already know just intuitively if you have a block in your solar plexus chakra or not. But also know that you are not alone, and that is a very, very, very common thing. It's more often common to have blocks here in self-esteem and confidence area than it is not to. Congratulations on being normal. We're all in this together. We're all working on these same things. I literally don't know a single person that is not damaged in some form or fashion. Such is just the human nature. It's just how we are. But it's also, this world we live in is not helping things, right? But our hope here is to heal ourselves so that we can break those patterns and cycles, those bad ones, so that we can do a little bit better for our kids and the next generation, so that they can do a little bit better, and, so on and so forth, so that we can create a better world for us all. Also know that there is no end game here. Every time you heal something, you're only going to encounter more to heal, and it's just the nature of the energy and the world and all of that we're coming into contact with. It's a balance and a teeter-totterness thing. Since we're always encountering life, we're always encountering negativities and energies that need to be healed and transmuted. So as you heal one thing, it's always going to be another thing behind that, but that's okay. I don't want that to scare you or put you off, because keeping up with it or trying to keep up with it is, maybe keeping up with it is not the correct terminology. But we're going to encounter these things anyway, so we can let them just pile up on top of each other's and just kind of, hide under the blankets and just live under the blankets, because that's really the only option that we have other than to move forward. Yeah. But the positive momentum that you are building in healing is going to attract and build as well. Okay. So the more energy that you put towards the positivity and stuff, the more that's going to propel you forward in the positivity and in the healing and in the good, and you're not even going to notice. And then things are going to become easier to heal as you go. So I didn't want you to scare you off with how there's just always another level of crap, because there's always going to be another level of crap, but that's okay, because it is going to get easier to manage the more shadow work and all of that and healing that you do moving forward. So anyway, physical negative manifestations for the solar plexus chakra include, but are not limited to by any means, low metabolism, poor digestion. It's definitely where most of your digestive issues are going to stem from. Glycemic issues, like low blood sugar problems or high blood sugar problems. Fatigue, liver problems, ulcers, those sorts of things. Anything, any organ or body part, any piece of the human body at all whatsoever in that area of the upper abdomen is going to be affected by this chakra or governed by this chakra. Mental, emotional negative manifestations may include, but are definitely never limited to, low self-esteem, low confidence, no sense of purpose, decision-making problems, anger, unmotivatedness, addiction, depression, apathy, insecurity. And like I covered earlier, and I believe it was the root chakra maybe, but it may have been the what is a chakra episode. I'm not sure. It all blends together. But anyway, they will bleed together. Speaking of blending together, we are a whole individual, correct? Everything is a whole. We have to treat ourselves as a whole, which means that you will find some aspects, it's like I healed my solar plexus chakra. Why do I still have these confidence issues? Well, it may also be stemming from your root chakra, or it could also be stemming from your throat chakra, or a combination of all of them. So, just do know that these things do kind of bleed together. And the best way to understand what chakra you're dealing with is to use a pendulum and see what they're doing at any given moment, even though that is subject to change at the drop of a dime. So seriously, if you haven't listened to the other episodes first, please do that, because it's going to make all of this make a lot more sense, because I've covered that and how you can't really attack chakra by chakra. I mean, you can, but it's not the most efficient way. I don't want to spend every episode backtracking on all of the prior episodes, Quality of life, negative manifestations, because our inside reflects our outside and our outside reflects our inside. More importantly, our outside reflects our inside. Okay, whatever we have going on internally is going to magnify and mirror itself externally. So whatever you see going on around you, it also has to do with what you have going on inside of you. Now, does that get kind of complicated since we're co-creators and bumping into each other's auras all the time and everybody has their own little vortex of stuff? Yeah, it does. But that comes in self-actualization and understanding who you are. What's the word? Individuation. Knowing your highest self and knowing what is yours and what is not yours. And that's super important for clairsentience people, also known in the common tongue as empaths. But we don't like the word empaths for a lot of reason, because it makes you like a victim rather than someone wielding a power, okay? And we want to wield a power. We are superheroes. We are magical beings. So we are clairsentient, which means that we feel all of the things, all of the emotions, all of the energies. So you really, really, really need to figure out how to understand and identify what is yours and what is just other people's stuff that you're picking up on. Anyway, quality of life manifestations may be, but are definitely not only, feeling stuck at a job or just in life in general, being unable to imagine a better future for yourself, abundance problems, which also stems from the root chakra as well. There we have like things blending together again. And these blocks in our solar plexus can come from all sorts of things, stemming from birth and even before, the things that our mothers go through while pregnant with us influences our chakras. The things that our mother went through before she was pregnant with us influence our chakra. And that's when you start getting into generational curses and whatnot. It's just those energies getting stuck, essentially, because your grandmother never cleared them. So then they passed on to your mother, who also never cleared them. And we can't blame them for that, because they didn't have any idea that you were supposed to, or that you could, or that that was a thing that existed at all. And we're here now with the internet. Thank God for the internet. And we have the opportunity to know that these things exist and heal them and clear them, so that our children may not have to deal with at least the extents of what we dealt with. May they have to deal with some of the stuff? Yeah, they might have to, because when these energies collect and they get so big, it may take a little while to clear them, As a single person, we can only do so much, but the object is to get us moving in the direction of healing. And from there, momentum will carry us and it will grow. And we'll eventually heal it so that no more generations have to deal with that, right? At least stemming from us directly. So good job on being here and taking the steps to do the healing, because it is not easy. I see you. You're doing great. I'm very proud of you. Crystals for the solar plexus that can help you during meditation and your rituals in the healing process they're going to be your yellow stones, tiger's eye, amber, yellow jasper, citrine. Do know that citrine, like actual citrine, is hard to find. I don't understand why people do what they do. I mean, I guess sometimes I do, but there's this whole thing out there where people bake amethyst, which is purple, and turn it in and then sell it as quote unquote citrine. And does it have the properties a little bit, because color is vibration, but it's just not as strong, because man, it breaks my heart that people do this. But anyway, just know that that's a thing. But tiger's eye is going to be real easy to find, and you can trust it, and it is the stone of confidence in and of itself, so that'll help with that. Focusing on your yellow foods helps. And, when I'm saying eat your red foods, eat your orange foods, we're obviously, I hope it's obvious anyway, talking about whole foods, things that Mother Nature herself gives us. Bananas, corn, squash, lemons, yellow peppers, those kind of things. We're not talking about red dye number 9 or whatever. And I could do probably 3 episodes on the importance of whole foods and all of that, but just on the energetic level of things. But we're not going to. We're going to try to stay focused on talking about the solar plexus chakra and how to move towards healing it. Formulate you some affirmations that go with your solar plexus chakra that you're trying to heal. Again, knowing your specific blocks and stories are going to help you formulate affirmations that help and are much more powerful. But until then, things like I am confident, I can do anything, I can accomplish anything, I have a purpose, I am capable, I am ambitious, I am intelligent, I am powerful. All of those are going to be great for that. And again, all of these notes are on the blog post. You can find it all in the description. I always link the blog post specifically to the episode in the description below. I assume it's below. They usually put them below. But you can go to earthandwater.co and type in solar plexus chakra or just chakras, and it'll pull up all of these episodes and posts that go with it. But that's where all your notes are going to be, so you don't have to take notes or anything. But that's all I have today about the solar plexus chakra. Let me know if you have any questions. Join us in the Facebook group and take like 3 minutes to sit here and breathe into the belly, all of that healing light energy, because light is both a particle and a wave, which is insane. It makes you question reality. Think about that for a little bit. It's a particle and a wave, which means you literally breathe in light. And You can send that light to wherever you want to send it, be it your solar plexus chakra or somewhere else. And if you have a headache, you can send it there, wherever. All through intention and just thinking about it, visualizing it. But I hope you have a great day. Namaste. Come join us in the Facebook group. I don't know if I said that yet or not, but I'll talk to y'all later.